My council informs me that the Chinese Emperor has sent significant forces from the heart of the Middle Kingdom to support their outlying regions in the west. Leaning over the war table, I can only hope my silence instills confidence in my advisors. At my own chest, I feel a mild panic rising. May Ahura Mazda help us. Imperial Chinese troops have arrived in the Gansu corridor, near the province of Jiuquan. This may surprise you people of starting an episode like this, but China has declared war on us. It's for the Marzipanates of Jiuquan, Dunhuang, Anxi, and Yangguan. These are just 4 counties. I mean, if we put up a fight, well, we can get a good reward out of this, and he'll lose all these claimants that he has. But if we surrender, well then, he gets them back. He just gets them back while we won't lose anything that would be penalizing, not even the opinion, so... We'll actually just try to put up a fight, even though that man is, old. Just to wonder how I was at the war table with my advisors, despite the fact that I'm 8 years old, but after all, I'm a genius. I know such military matters. But remember, I'm still suffering from cancer, so the impact of this may be felt, and maybe he can be the one to put a stop to it. But the question is, where will we put up our resistance at? But since it concerns you, just get out here. Let me see, where can we make a stand? No doubt they'll take all the counties. Actually, let us meet in Kashgar. You'll be down there. Put our rally point to Kashgar. Get there by any means. And let's not forget, who are the owners of, of Arabia down there that we recently acquired during the Great Holy War, which I did not join, due to the fear of Roman stability, but doesn't appear to be so now. I mean, if I were to create that, I was about to say, do you have Arabia? Or who's got Arabia? I mean, I didn't create Arabia. Oh, wait a minute. It still exists. Held by this man. As long as he's independent, Arabia cannot be created. Never mind. But the Sunni Jihad for Egypt is still ongoing, but now what's left of the Arabian Empire has been severely blatant. Tell you what, if we beat the Chinese, then maybe we can finally get Basra, and then eventually kick these guys out of our realm. He also has what he calls Args Willius. Yeah, one there, another inside Arabia, but the only part of it that's relevant to us is in Hormuz. But he has a defensive pact against us. But that's far, far in the future. Right now, let's just try to put up a fight against the Chinese. If we can't win this war, well then, let them have their counties. The Western Protectorate will return, and we'll have a peace deal with them. Just to make sure that we don't have to go to war with each other again. And should we lose these counties, that would definitely lower our threat level. Thus, it does favor us in the long run. Now, again, Protector General Jing Huangjian of the Western Protectorate has decreed that the fury of heaven shall rain down upon us. The Chinese armies have begun to march for our lands. The rumors of their military might are already spreading throughout my own regiments, who are to soon face the full wrath of the Jin Empire. This could get ugly. So, I mean, they've already occupied all the territories. that these are the counties they want. No more than that. And maybe he'll go to war against those people too. Which they're still mostly pagans. Which is surprisingly enough. At least I do say so myself. So just run. Oh yes, here's the grain. My tumors are no more. It seems the disease is no longer spreading. It will be a while till I'm completely back to normal, but the cancer is gone. I feel better. Even during this time. Oh, thank you, Ahura Mazda. You see, all these health bonuses and the good treatments, it takes... look, I've had cancer since I was 2 years old, and now it's gone. Ahura Mazda has truly blessed me. And he's called his tributaries to, actually, let me see, Tamilakam, Lanka, Delhi, Telangana. So basically, most of India will be against us. The Indian tributaries. Not a sizable force. Where's Telangana? Are you them? Andhra is part of that too. That one is sizable. And this one, Maharani, married to Maharashtra, not sizable. Do not underestimate them. Also, Kamarupa is Manichaean. No wonder why they're more authorities. Oh, they're not Assamese, they're Uyghurs. Yeah, they've been around for a while. Oh yeah, long while. Nestorian revolt. Is it not Nestorian? That's under your jurisdiction, Syria. Take care of them. Kinda ironic that his nickname was the Cleansing Flame, and yet he died by the said Cleansing Flame. Don't do that. Glad you were thinking it that way. Ought to have you arrested for that. I just survived cancer, and this is the thanks you give me. I might have been too harsh to the courtiers at Samarkand, but Astabad Mashhad managed to calm them down, even like me more, by just giving them half a day off. How can I ever reward you? There are so many fun things to do, so many forbidden things. I wonder if Ghost would like to join me for some fun pranks. Howdy. Let me see. Oh, yes. I'll ask her. Ghost joined me and we did all kinds of pranks and tricks. Everything except summoning Angra Mainyu. Yeah, I'll be rowdy and we'll be close friends. I fear that, it's like, look, they got all their objectives, but, they can actually win without giving them a fight. But again, it's not a terrible loss for me. But there are other things that we should be concerned about. You could take care of that one, can't you? All these religious uprisings and whatnot. That's the problem of long-distance travel. If they offer me to surrender, I'll accept it. Because even if by the time we get to fight in the battle, it'll be too late. They can have their counties back. All they're doing is making a mess out of it. That's one uprising taken care of. Oh, hell. More of these guys. By the way, they still have their religious head, the Caliph of Islam. Where does he reside, by the way? Well, they still hold the holy sites, which are Shia Muslims mainly. Where is your... There he is. He lives, down there. It's where he resides now. It's only a matter of time before my vassals expand to that area too. Is that it? Scores kept at 99% because when less than 36 months have passed, and he has not yet won a major battle. So all he needs is a victory from us. Either by him or his tributary allies. Fair enough. Oh good. This new emperor likes Iranian cultures, but doesn't like Tibeto-Burmans. Ah, I told you, once this war is over, then maybe we can reestablish new relations with China. The Immortals have been sent to help. Yeah, they're in a bad shape here. Should we just surrender, or should we put up a fight? I mean, I survived cancer, and I still got many more years of childhood left before I reach to adulthood. My goodness, what's going on with that Sunni Uprising? Why aren't you doing something about it? I mean, if they manage to take it all back, then, I mean, again, losing territories helps lowering the threat level, and this would not, this would not hinder our final goal that we're searching for, that we're working on for. You know what we mean. But do not forget about the Persian issue. Because that's going to be a problem in the future. So just keep gathering troops. They're going to be coming closer, so let's just try to put up a fight. Whatever happens down in Arabia, don't mind it. Our vassals will try to take it back if they wish to. The Sunni Jihad has failed to take Egypt. even more. If we've really enraged them. So fine. Let them have their area back. This would most definitely lower our threat. We're still gathering troops, so focus on the Chinese conflict. Getting closer. We'll get a move on pretty soon. Yeah, this should definitely hurt the moral authority. But there are other issues, alright? So fine. And look, threat's gone down to 0 because we lost to the Sunni Revolt, which, again, they may become independent now, along with their event spawn troops. I'm sure these guys are going to be mad, and Arabian Empire will probably want to take it back, or our vassals, so they're going to make it defenseless. So don't mind them. That means we could finally focus on something else. Okay. So, split up, move up. You head up this way. Make a stand here, in case if they come. Most of our good commanders have passed on these days. And if we lose just one battle, that's when I'll be more than willing to accept the surrender. Because I don't mind losing those Chinese counties there, because I know for a fact that this new emperor, although a bit aged, likes Iranian cultures, like us, Sogdians. So, maybe we can re-establish friendlier relations this way. After this little issue, if he wants the Western Protectorate back on a map, so be it. Anyways, what do we got here? Our venerable old holy warrior. This may be your last battle. Gee, almost no good commanders. But I'm only putting you there just based on martial skill. Let's just put up a fight. And remember, all these river crossings in the northern route of the Silk Road. And he's occupied a lot of territories. And the Indians are probably busy down there. They came in with 42,000 plus mercenaries. So they've lost a plenty. And they have so much money that they'll have an unlimited number of mercenaries if need be. So let's just, as I said before, put up a fight. If we lose, then we lose. Let them come. Yeah, here they come. Fresh reinforcements are on standby if things get pretty hairy. Ooh, that piety loss hurt after that revolt. But again, it's due to willing to surrender and get rid of the defensive pact so we can kick the Bektashi order out of Persia and then take Basra. That was one sacrifice I was willing to have. Might be too late just for that little hesitation. No, no, stop. Let him come. We have horse archers and light cavalry defense for this one, which we have no shortage of it. Oh, just assault that area. It's good supply. And this, not so much. There'll be more reinforcements on their way. It's plain so. Yeah, see what happens when this army and 5,000 and then they take on this one. There's barely enough room for all of you, so don't go in yet. Just let them do their work. Although it could be a tactical error on my part. Oh yeah. Okay. Actually, I'm willing to surrender. Change my mind. Again, we won't lose moral authority or anything like that. It's just... that was a huge mistake. But none of the commanders died, nor captured. But they will remain 5,000 stronger than me. Okay, you can have your counties. Plus, even if we were to send the army to try to retake all those holdings, it would take forever. And I'm not willing to gamble on that. And since we have this amount of money, well, we should be at it. Cavalry, cavalry, cavalry. That's the order of the day. We spent the entire half of the treasury on that we've been saving. I know what he wants, and I'm not going to let him have it. Okay, just return, and again, it's just these 4 counties. That's all they want. No more, no less. And we don't have to fight them again. And as for retaking those territories as far as we're concerned, yeah, the entire Silk Road stopped because of this conflict. But I tell you what, look, he can have this back. Alright, we still control most of the Northern Silk Road, and we can... I mean, we don't have to retake it back, and there's reasons why. Not traditionally part of what used to be the Empire of Turan, but ours. This was never our part of it. We expanded it there because of Holy War reasons back then, for the moral authority. Look, we could have fought on, but it would be quite a bit of a financial strain on us, so... Plus, there are other issues in this agenda that we will deal with. No need for a huge sacrifice against China. There is another goal, so you can have it. I know it's kind of unusual that we lost 2 wars in a row, but for me, this is just what I believe. It's just to keep the threat level down. Peace be with you. Offer your acceptance of peace. Brilliant genius, he calls me. So, yes, the people of the Persian Empire probably never knew why the great emperor chose to attack Shah and Saratost, regardless of a crushing defeat, and the Han army's journey home celebrated as their victory has been finally declared. I would not say crushing defeat, it's just, well, it's a misunderstanding. So may Ahura Mazda watch over us. There are other ways. Let's just defend. And, goddamn raiders on. And, there are other alternatives to fighting. We still have an empire to keep. And this, girl we have to deal with. Yeah. That I like you. But let me tell you. And plus, we don't want to, well, at least there's a big revolt going on. Also, did not really want to sap our strength down to get, you know, that part. Speaking of get, the county of Man is home of Petra. The great desert city of Petra has existed for 100 years. It's been damaged. Well, restore it. Restore it to its former glory. It'll take 15 years and 7 months, as long as no raiders will be able to touch it. Interesting. Petra. Now they're dealing with the shield jihad. Oh my. Well, they hired a huge number of mercenaries, or holy orders. Most likely holy orders. Sure. This niece that I'm betrothed to has the 2 Parthian bloodlines. And plus, to get all that piety back, I will donate 300 gold to the Immortals. Great Shah, your extremely generous donation will aid us greatly in our continued defense of the Zoroastrian faithful. You have my friendship, as well as that of the priesthood. Excellent. Yeah, I just needed piety, because remember, getting Basra and kicking the Bektashi order out of Hormuz will lead us to Soshant. Satrapy of Herat. What? Herat? Oh, the Immortals own that. Foreign culture. Well, there are no Persians in my domain. Huh. Tell you what. I mean, we can't declare war to get that little ark back. I mean, they're a holy order. There's no reason to. Any Persians around here? My mother's a Persian. There are plenty of others. Not really, they're all Nestorians. Why not you? You should be, to me. And it's too late to change focuses to heritage. Because, you know, I would rather be culturally Persian for a time, so I can vassalize the Immortals. It's the only way to get it back. And now a devastating plague has broken out. that reduces the value of the Silk Road and will not assist their tributaries. Which, by the way, yeah, get that old woman out of here. Excellent education. That's a lot of grace. Well, he's very old, so have him. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of my sister. Could have been some use for her, but no, not really. Good Lord! Why is that book so valuable? Let me see. What was that called? What's the name of the book again? Chapters on the Mathematical Art. Chapters of Mathematical. Quality 4. I see. That is a Chinese book. It's a study book, not a library book. Okay. That and likes Iranian cultures is what made the huge gain of grace. But there you go. Wasn't planning on using it anyway. We can have whatever we want, except for invasion because of devastating plague. What I do want is peace deal. That's one. And we cannot ask again until next year, which I'll ask for strategists. See? We cut a deal. You can have your territory back while we improve relations. It's a hell of a deal. So, we'll put our retinue in position to Hormuz to start a war to kick them out of there. And we'll figure out what to do with the Immortals now that I chose my new guardian to be of a Persian culture, not to mention my religious head. But do not forget that little girl, Gallic, is going to inherit Persia, and it's going to cause some problems. And the only way to get rid of her, once her rule begins, is to revoke her. It'll cause a huge war, but once we put her to prison, revoke all of her titles that relates to Tengriism. Oh, now they're going for Basra. Alright, Persia, but it could end because different faith. I saw that the private chambers of Fatih are very messy. Papers, books, and things lying around everywhere. I mean, after all, this is his place in Esfahan of the Zoroastrian Church. I'll sort it out for him. He didn't like that I was cleaning his chambers. He could not find important books. Now he messed mine up and said I wasn't allowed back in his anymore. Huh. Now I have to clean again. And he doesn't like me for that. Actually, that's on me not liking him for the next couple of years, but I... Up, here we go. Stop! Stop! The heir is the Pagan. That we cannot allow to have him inherit, he or his family. How long is that line of succession? All of them. She'll say maybe. You are risking a huge rebellion in Persia and Daylam. No assassinations allowed. So again, these are the titles that we have to revoke them all. Give me it. This may not work. Just as I feared. Vile tick. Yeah, we don't want them to fall into those hands. And plus, she has the money for mercenaries that she can hire. And whereas we lost our big power base for it. Right, since you're all separated, head to Baghdad. Actually, this concerns Syria too, because of Nestorian Christianity. Anyone else? No, the Buddhists are good. Call everybody back here. Head to Samarkand. Do not forget about them too. This is what we mean by Persian crisis. And it has happened. So, here's what we're going to do. Actually, your place to meet is there. Or Samara, because retinue there, more protection. You guys will be fighting on Syrian front. You will be on the Syrian front of things, while the rest of the rebels will be dealing with, that's where our main army is going to be fighting. But you remain loyalist. I mean, you're my guardian. That's a different issue. This is why we did not want to waste our armies on fighting against China. Because of this. Oh, also, there's another way to become culturally Persian. Once I revoke all of our titles, once the matter is done, I need to temporarily move my capital to anywhere that is Persian culture, particularly Isfahan, which is the traditional capital of the Persian Empire. At least that's what the game says. Those are big numbers they're contributing. Since, this is the biggest civil war that we've ever seen here in this current era. And I'm glad you remain loyal, because I gave you the county. What else? Trying to think. Okay, who of our remaining commanders are? Basically, none of them good. There are a few good ones that just joined recently, but can I really trust them? Including my half-brother. Okay. Is anyone a holy warrior? Because these are Tengri rebels we're facing somewhat. If any of you are not odd choice, but this one is better. Good age. Again, I have a lot of money, so all I need is 2, because 1 is going to be dying out soon. Marshal, no. And also has to not be a council member. Kshatriya, old. And this one is just some courtier, who is also a berserker. You must be a member of the Wolf Warriors, yes? No. You're just some berserker who is not afraid to die despite missing a leg. Okay. You can come too. Alcohol? Still no. Conflicting interests. Now, what is that what that would be? Okay, not him. We never fought against Catholics, but we'll make use out of you. So, we'll get 1 Norseman and a Frisian. Catholic holy warrior which we never had conflicts with Catholics, so I thought we'll make use out of them. These are basically mercenaries in a way, but not hireable mercenary bands, per se. Now please come here. And you too. Once you arrive, we'll have this 1 holy warrior on the western front, and the other on the eastern front. That's what will happen. Yeah. She's inherited all of these things. We're just... Again, plan is don't kill her. And why would I want to buy goods from the enemy? You can do that, but why would they? Why would you do that? Trading with the enemy. They'll make money off of that. But maybe the vassals I could trade with, but not her directly. It's absurd. Don't trust a man who's called a betrayer. Right. Now we got you here, you will be serving on this front. But I think they're looking to meet up with the others. There's another one you should be looking for. Organize. That is not landed. Regardless of faith. And also has to be in range. See, if we invite them, that means we bring in with them too. Again, we never had issues with Catholics, so... Oh, he's a bit more pricey. It's alright. Silk Road is still running, but we know. But anyways, you should start moving now. So try to head up there and try to intercept them. Now that he's here, he'll be serving on the Western Front. As they continue to get together, while you will conduct the first strike. Close relative, no wonder why. Must not be married, not be a close relative. Son of a, that's a waste. Okay, we'll get the Muslim in. He ain't doing nothing. You gotta open your pockets more. Even though he's one-eyed. Please come in. Sweet genius. Alright. Brother, you're out of here. This time you'll get him moving fast. I'd say, I think it's good enough. We should start making a move over here. Because there's not much there. The rest of you follow suit. Be led by him. To him. Guess we'll leave you there since you're the venerable one. Just based on experience. What is Iraq doing? Now this time you attempt to get Basra for us. Hold it. We gotta trick them into coming down here. Six days, 3 days. Moving locked. Stay put. You did your job. Now what terrain is a bit of mountains? Okay. Iraq's cavalry. Its cavalry is even on all flanks. But actually you stay. You're the flanker. And our Norseman here is at the center. He's a very zealous man. All we need to do is put a stop to this nonsense. As the Western troops are on their way, here's the first battle. I mean, after all, he's a Norseman holy war. He will fight against anyone that isn't of the Germanic faith, even if it's Zoroastrian. Even though he worked for us, Zoroastrian. Oh, and a Pecheneg. Now she's got commanders of her culture. So just take holdings of any kind. That's the only way to win. Yeah, well, we'll have to split up forces once you arrive. Because that is a bit excessive. Oh, our retinues are out there, so what the hell are you doing mixed up over there? Get out of here. You always go on your own initiative. There you go. One army now. And the retinue will go where they dare. It's the best way to enter. Better. Oh hell, more will be coming. The Pecheneg looking. That must be mercenaries. Under contract with... I was about to Persian Revolt to Kurdistan. Aha! Now we know who. Mercenaries that she's hired. Same symbol. Persian Revolt. Oh, okay. It says Persian Revolt. I misread it. I thought it said Peasant Revolt. No, it's Persian Revolt. It's the Turkmen company she's hired. My mistake. It's mainly desert, but this isn't going to be good, but get all the holy warriors. Willing to gamble on all of that. It'll slow down, and no doubt they'll arrive, but... So you got a Germanic, you got a Catholic, and you got a Zoroastrian. Which he converted to Zoroastrianism long ago. You're headed to Kerman, while you will retake those holdings up there. We need to put her in prison before she dies. Movement blocked. It's gonna be too late for them to help out, but... Oh boy. They've stopped. Took a bit of a beating. And they managed to kill one of their commanders. He was a Persian Zoroastrian who died of a flu. Okay. Understand now. It's another great victory. You're going up to the mountains because they do not have a defensive bonus for something that is strictly covered. Okay. There's some infantry up there, but most of it is cavalry. So, may want to hold. Just stand on your ground. Well, we will try to retake holdings and occupy more and whatnot. Don't do anything rubbish. See what I mean? So again, there'll be the battle will start on the 19th, and that means we would only be dealing with the one that's 7,000 strong, but going up to desert and going through river, bad idea. Let's just try to draw them out again. Or they're being attracted to this area. 15,000 strong now. Those are some scary numbers. Are you the siege guy? Yes. He's old and infirm, you know. He's doing alright for now on Basra. At least she's not getting sick. You're mad at me because I try to revoke your title. Well, it's an attempt. Keyword attempt. When the battle comes, alright? At least most of these territories are Zoroastrian, which it'll be easy for us to be resupplied and whatnot. Need to come close with the main forces. And we can besiege the Western Front easily. Now it's time for me to be educated. Now, do you know how I like to be healthy? I mean, we're able to be passed through the cancer. But, I actually want to go for martial. There's reasons for it. But I know where my destiny lies. No, not the Iraqis. Bastards. Bastards. Well, her rebellion is about to end soon. Head to Yezd. Chest pain, stressed and depressed. The combination of all that didn't do him any favors. And now it's back to the original heir to the Empire. Which, despite all of that, he's yet to have children. But I believe the adulterous thing is what kept him out of... That's the reason why my father chose me. But now, as far as the education is concerned, is he even the right guy? I mean, his learning skill is very high and he's focused on scholarship, so it could be good. But him with the scholar and studying the stars thing, though his fellow temple vassals, which he has none, wouldn't do himself. Let him do what he wants. He's the priest of priests. If he wants to go look into the stars, he can go look at the stars. We're taking trade goods from these shipments. So again, we'll revoke all of her titles. And, man, I really want to keep Esfahan. My market was raided and pillaged by my foes. It is now only a shell of its former self. However, most of the structures have not burned down, and the traders are still in town. With little help in driving the market again is not impossible if I act with haste. You bastards! Continue with that, but one of these days we gotta come up with a better defense against these raiders. I didn't know there were enough of that. Just to take all that out. Center of trade is gone. But then again, that was a final nail in the coffin of the Sogdian Golden Age, which had ended for some time. Or it ended when the revolt broke out. Or when the uprisings and China's intervention ended it. I don't know. It depends on how you people want to interpret when exactly did the Sogdian Golden Age end. Oh boy, hurry up. Stop them. 100%. Girl, you're going straight to prison. Yes, she is imprisoned. Keep you under house arrest while I will try to revoke everything from you. And whatever Tengri vassals you've created. Doesn't look like she created any Tengri vassals. Some are more positive towards her, because of opinion of predecessor. All that she owns, including this temple, yeah. She must have revoked it and yet never found the time to replace it with a shaman. Now get them the heck out of here. Get them moving. Most of the troops that came from the domain is just, so looted and pillaged center of trade. Which we cannot restore because I am not a member of the Trade League. Anyways, let's begin revoking. So yeah, Persia and Daylam is ours. So now, it will go to, who is that? That's still from another realm, so we can't risk any of that at all. Everything that she owns, gone. Because she's Tengri. Everything must go. Hang on. Don't you worry. There. Now there is no way that it'll secede or leave the Persian Empire for good. Now, who wants Daylam? This concerns you people up there. Who is the most qualified to rule? As far as education and skills is concerned. Oh, you got an ongoing revolt? Oh no, these aren't revolts. That's just the way it looks. That's just a coat of arms. My mistake. Again. Oh no, I wouldn't want to give it to him. He's a cannibal. But none of you look promising to me, so... So, it'll be Doka Shen of Azerbaijan. Whose heir is from... Ah, family connections, right. He's the elder, he's the youngest. You know, give him Daylam. Oh, on that temple thing? Yeah. Okay. Now, what to do with Persia? I mean, the thing is that I want to keep Esfahan because I needed to change my culture to Persian this way. Okay, you know what? Let me see. Yeah. I mean, our capital is looted, so let's just go somewhere more prosperous for a time. And yes, I can convert the culture to Persian. So I will be Persian for the time being. Okay, I got it. Okay. Someone will run the Persian Empire. Look, I got the cultural conversion, in which I will stay Persian for at least a bit. Hang on. The Immortals. Yes. You guys. You're Persians, yes? Doesn't say anything about... Are you at war? Oh, okay. Who are you intervening with? Make Grandmaster a tributary state. Now what right? We gotta help him. Just as when I was about to send... But we can't help him. And I do not have enough piety to build a hospital in Esfahan, which is pretty nice. Okay, so you're on your own then. Unfortunately. So, okay, we'll still give away Persia. I just needed a cultural change, which at least he appreciates me more now that we speak the same language. But regardless, you know, through this matrilineal marriage, the children will remain Sogdian. So some of the vassals up in Turani areas will not like me a bit more because of foreigner. Yeah, a bit of the foreigner thing, but the duchy thing, don't worry about it. So now we need a new dynasty to rule Persia. Can I get back to Samarkand? No. Unless it's back to the traditional capital. But Samarkand is my home. Okay. Now, who is qualified to run the Persian Empire? I mean, excuse me, the Persian Shahdom. These are Bedouins or Austrians. This guy. Ooh, that's a bit of a problem when it comes to fighting each other in de jure wars. Alright. Loristan. Aha! Here's a good one. Because, you know, again, he'll be getting these territories too, so. What the? You have an old man of a father. Clearly, he's been living a good, long life. Since he's been around for so long, he saw the rise of the Turan Empire in Persia. He's lived this long. He's seen it all. And I was thinking, well, again, it's most likely him because I like his diplomacy skill. Or this man who is the member of the Immortals, yes, because I just noticed that. And he's of that. A very high martial skill, he'll do. Not to mention zealous. And we like each other because I'm Persian now. And I think I want to remain Persian for the rest of my life. And this matrilineal marriage that we'll get to eventually in many years to come, my children will be Sogdian anyhow. So, I'll keep it that way. Very well. It'll be you to run the Shahdom of Persia. Oh, and Jabal and Khiva. But the council would not stand for it. So now I got some unruly vassals to contend to. And again, do tell me why. I mean, these are all pragmatists, so what I need is a couple of loyalists. Or better yet, I mean, you have the right to run Kurdistan. And that county of Sharazur, that's traditionally part of Kurdistan too. Okay, let's just do that then. Okay. Got it all figured out. You just hang on. Bear with me. I could do vice royalties and get away with it. Even though vice royalties are a bit frowned upon to some feudal vassals. Oh, by the way, where did my capital go back to? It's back to Samarkand. Alright. Just making changes. Is there anything that you desire that you want back? Jabal and Kurdistan. Okay, we'll get you Kurdistan. There it is. Satrap. Yes. It'll be back to traditional territory that belongs to Persia. And you're going to have to get the rest back yourselves by fighting your neighbor. Luristan will go to you. Anything else? Just Jibal now. Satrapi. Maybe perhaps he should run it. Since I can't give it all back to him, so we'll do it this way. No need to change council members, it's easy. Here you go. That should be good. And if you want all these territories back, fight it amongst yourselves. Oh yes, and you're imprisoned. Because you were part of that revolt. You chose to be. But I like your brother. But not so much for you. And just based on that stress trait of yours. I could have easily ransomed you, but I make way more money these days, so... Oh, by the way, what you got there? Oh, no need for those. And Christian artifacts are useless to us. You're going to Oubliette, that's your punishment. Not execution, because that would be tyrannical. So, there it is. Okay, we got everything settled here. So let's just kick these raiders out of here. Now that we got everything settled. But now, how do these vassals deal with me now? I mean, obviously, Nestorians and Buddhists are a bit problematic, but I would like to improve relations with them by trying to become more sympathetic with the others. And some would want to be on the council, but they ain't good enough for me. Oh well. So we just restructured the empire. So Daylam and Persia are now separated. Now that the last of the Karen Shaddam have passed on. And Gandhara. Gandhara is separated. Totally forgot about Gandhara. Traditionally, I mean, you're still Punjabi culture, so we'll give you a little bit of land. Let me see. This one's yours. And this is part of Gandhara. Basically, you control Gandhara yourself. Just gave you a little bit of strength, if need be. We are ready. So, like, we try to solve the crisis but through assassinations, but now we had to solve it through war, in which I was in no favor of. I've always been one to finish my chores properly, and those of others. I just like getting things done. And I've become diligent, but without stress. That's why I took duty. And I hope to become either brawny or honest. But knowing him, I think he'll give me a good one. And he's a wise teacher. I will remain Persian for the rest of my life. And through this marriage, there will be Sogdians. And these Sogdian vassals of mine, they'll have no problems with me. No problems. Y'all ran away, huh? Yes. I don't suppose there's any claimants to Persia anymore, is there? Well, her, but now that we got it off of her, I'm thinking we should kick her out of there, but is there anything I would want from her? I already have all these health books. Sustenance for body and soul. Do I have that? I mean, I'd be willing to release her. Let me see all these books. Okay, there's one. Corpus. The Virtuous Life. Another health book. And, what's another thing? No, I do not have that fourth health book. Okay. Now I know. Or alternatively, I could banish her and get the big reward. But why does she still have many troops that are still out there? This is highly irregular, but I don't know. It's a little bit weird. But I was about to say, if I banish her, does that mean she's going to come back with a host of... Oh, raiders came and they retreated. I see. It was them. This host. Okay. I understand now. Okay. Banish her and take the gold, but I don't get the health book that I would have liked. Because, you know, she's not a landed character and we can't steal it, but I think I'm healthy enough. I'll manage. So get the money. So now she lives over there. But I hope she doesn't come back and have revenge against me. Otherwise there's going to be hell to pay. Let me see. Oh no, it's going away. Since I took all of her money, the mercenaries will leave her too. She's still in Samarkand, being tutored by him. Okay. Anyways, let's rebuild. Yeah, we could definitely increase the defenses in Afrosia once this is finished. You've done well, son. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Maybe that's my tutor talking. Cavalry, cavalry, cavalry. And also I thought about building a city and a temple. So, actually, temple here first. And then city afterwards. And as for that garden, which is not looted yet. If only I'm in a hermetic society. You know what, let's do it. Let's build up a third stage, simply for the sake of it. I mean, we know the House of Wisdom is... I thought we did this collection. Do that too. Yeah, we spent all that big money. And at the same time, we are repairing Petra. The ruins of Petra, that is. And beware of the Zikri. Yeah, the Immortals. We have to wait for them to be at peace, then we'll vassalize them. Since, we're Persians now. Heretics allowed, that means Manichaeans can join, if they wish to. If they lose, they'll become a tributary state, then how the hell we're gonna vassalize them? I mean, we can't support them. They've lost that one. Yeah, they're going to be taking that holding very soon. Do not forget Hormuz. Alright? Just keep watch. No doubt he'll take it. And it'd be too late to intervene for them, but let me see. I mean, they have a big horde and an even bigger one from their vassals, so taking them on would be hard if we were ever to go to war with them. They're having a hard time trying to maintain Zoroastrianism in the region, and unfortunately Lithuania's gone Catholic. There's still hope. Yep. Now the Immortals pay tribute to the Arabian. Yes. But would you like to come in? Yes. Alright. I mean, not only I'm Persian, but it's because it's like, well, we lost and you've weakened yourselves and you don't pay tribute to the Sultan. You pay tribute, in a way, in the form of taxes, to the Persian Empire. Alright, that's one done. Move down to Hormuz. Go near it. He swears fealty to me and serves as my vassal lord. See, revoking Persia was the best thing to happen. I will remain culturally Persian, but it's for symbolic reasons. So, what's going on down in, Basra? Hell, we may have to go to war against the Arabian Empire for Basra, but Hormuz would be easier. But I have not yet come to age. And since I got all this money, I can't give the money, donate money to the Immortals anymore because they're my vassals now. I'd probably give them their independence one day. If that's even possible. Let me see. Immortals. Grandmaster. Yes, it is possible given independence. Okay. Makes sense. Revoking war. So again, Arabian Empire has their hands full, which they're going way negative on the money. They must have expelled Jews recently. No, it doesn't say. But clearly he's been spending. Anyways, so he's winning on this defensive war over this area, which is... That's part of Jerusalem areas, yes? Yes. Catholics want to move ever closer towards... I was about to say, is Shia Caliphate still around? Yes, as well as their presence in India. Now, what are they doing at this time? Assisting them in two different conflicts, but they don't have much of in the way of troops themselves. But remember, they have a few holdings, well, one in Egypt, one in Arabia that they just took, another over there, and there, but only one here in the Persian Empire. So, tell you what. Yeah, it's just... Yeah, we need a lot of piety. Lots of them. But do not worry, adulthood would be coming soon. Oh, we'll just take our sweet time. My heart burns with fervor upon hearing the poor Zoroastrian souls being oppressed by Kagan, Jegan, second of Negurlit. Ahura Mazda intended all true believers to be free to decide their own fate. But if Ahura Mazda is preoccupied with divine things, perhaps I should carry out the will of Ahura Mazda. Yes. What timing? We've always had problems with the Manichaeans. We can do a religious liberation of Kumania, which is huge. Creating a Zoroastrian kingdom. So that means, will there be Zoroastrian Uyghurs for once? Create a new Khaganate that is more powerful than these neglected Khaganates of a Zoroastrian faith. But it'll be huge, so I think we may have a change of plans here. I mean, a holy war is one thing, but... You know, let's just speed it up a bit. We'll get it set up for the next episode. No doubt, in the next episode, the road to becoming Sogdian will begin. I'm just going to speed it up until the retinue arrives in Samarkand. Actually, no, arrive here at Saganak, right at the border. Or these areas. It's to deal with the Khans. To head to Karluk. Once they arrive at Karluk, stop the episode. I like to climb, wrestle, and run. As I grow older, I'm beginning to notice I'm physically stronger than the others. I will wash later. Well. Uncove doesn't, bother me none. Yo, what? Oh, temple's finished. Hormuz. Huh. I got enough money, so this one will have a city. This will be one of the more prosperous regions of the domain. Pretty much our breadbasket. But it's kind of too bad Samarkand is hurt because of the Persian issue. No deal. Alright, we'll stop here. I'll be turning 15 in the next episode, as well as 16 when I reach adulthood. Oh, that's why I cannot donate them anymore, because I already did it once. I don't know when it'll expire, but I'm sure in time, because it's another way of getting piety. Because on the next episode, this is the first time we are actually going to fight against them. Even though they're still... Okay, they've gone too far of making gains. It is time for them to put a stop to it. This man is the member of the Immortals, because the Grand Master allowed it for mannequins like him to join. And he's probably been a long time member. We'll know more about him, as well as the upcoming war. So, again, it's for Kumania, and they were talking about him, so... You can either pick one of these two for these religious liberation wars. And that does not mean for someone like him. No religious liberation there. So just reminding you how this works. So particularly this one. This one's a bigger threat. Despite family connections. Matter of fact, cultural bonds, they'll probably be... Well, yeah, we'll go against them. We got big plans coming up in the next episode. The road of becoming Sogdian will begin. And we'll see how this goes. And is he the chosen one? That's the reason why Father put him in this position. And we'll see to it. The Zoroastrian moral authority is about to go way up. Now, join us in the next episode. Until then, so long for now.